If you've ever bought a movie at a Dollar Tree or a Big Lots or dug around the dollar bin at Walmart, you've probably seen a cover like this. A multiple movie pack with a theme like Midnight Horror, or Crazed Killers, or Kung Fu Zombies, or Battle Planet. I also bet you've never actually watched one of these movies either. These packs are usually low or no budget films, student films, or sometimes just some guys with a camcorder. And sometimes the discs are blank. Well, today I want to dive into one of those packs and check out a movie from the Midnight Horror Urban Legend collection, Mr. Halloween. We'll see if this movie's any good, give it a review, and see if it was worth the $5 I spent on it. Mr. Halloween takes place in the small town of Sauquoit, New York. When a handful of people go missing, the teens blame a local legend, a recluse named Mr. Halloween, who every year makes his own haunted house for the town. I mean, that sounds cool, right? Right? Our story starts off with a bunch of missing posters, like a lot. Wait a minute. Is that me? We meet our first two characters. They don't have names, I think. Walking down the middle of the street at night while everyone in the town is missing. It doesn't seem like a good idea. While on their walk, they stop to throw a rock at a broken traffic light because apparently in Sauquoit, New York, there's an urban legend that goes, hit the red, he will come and you'll end up dead.
Are you serious? That's why I beat you in starting quarterback. That was pathetic.
And then the guy in the red jacket is just freaking out on his friend.
Just do it. No. Just do it. Fine, whatever.
QB1 breaks the red and like magic, a cop appears and chases him down. And also he's just been there, I guess. So he just watched them do this, waiting for them to break the light so he can pull up on them. Seems like there's bigger fish to fry when half your town's missing, but QB1 runs from the cops and Red Jacket is bewildered by the broken light.
Oh shit.
But wait, if the light's broken, that could only mean one thing. Hold on. That's a different guy. QB1 evades the cop by laying in the backseat of a car. And I feel like in an untinted car, you'd probably see a guy laying in the back seat. You'd probably notice a guy-shaped guy in the back. Without making heads or tails of the object that looks like a guy in the back seat that he was just chasing, the cop leaves. But someone else comes into the mix. I will say the scene's actually kind of cool. I was not expecting Mr. Halloween to break a whole window. That seemed like it was a little out of the budget. Also, whose car got volunteered to get broken for this movie? Mr. Halloween takes his new pals back to his place to just like chill, smoke some loud and vibe. He chops them up like a Thanksgiving turkey, man. Back in the town, we're greeted by a news segment.
The quiet streets of Sauquoit are even more so today after another kidnapping in this small town.
And this feels too real to not just be like the Sauquoit news. You think they ran it and the whole town is just freaking out that there's a guy on the loose? Now that's good marketing. Watching this news report is our main characters, Jack, Jill, I wish I was making that up, and Jason. Jill's watching this news report, clearly freaked out.
What, you two gonna kiss? Oh my Christ. You got a boner. No, you don't. You better watch out, Jill.
And here we find out Jason is in love with Jill, obviously. Jack turns the news off to show his friends a tape of a haunted house in the neighborhood. Jack says they all need to go together this Halloween. Jill says she's too scared and that the guy that runs it, Loomis, is a creep. And maybe just don't go to a random house when half your town's missing. It's 5,700 people. It's not a big city. It's gotta be one of you. Jason mentions a dark rumor that's known by the locals. And Jack, well, he doesn't believe it.
Oh, that's all bullshit.
Jason tries to convince his friends to sneak out after dark to check out the house, but they say no and go back to playing zombies.
I went through last year and I'm telling you, it's all bull. All right, pussy.
And man, you know Jason was ripping some Halo 3 online in his day. We're then greeted by our two cops in this small town. Sheriff Conrad, the old cop who's an doesn't believe anything anyone says, and old Deputy Dale, new to the force youngster who just wants to do his job. Cut back to our rambunctious group of teenagers in their mid-20s, and Jason is headed out to hang out with his other friend, because Jason's chill like that. Everyone wants to hang out with Jason. I'd hang out with Jason. I'd play some Halo 3 with him. Little ice cream man. Any of you remember Halo 3? Jack absolutely hates this new friend for some reason. We are not given a reason why. He just hates this dude. Maybe he just loves Jason. Can't imagine him having another friend. Kind of cute.
What's he got against Mike anyway?
He's always had something against people younger than him. I guess that's why he's the youngest in our group.
You try making sense out of that one. And here we have the best actor in the entire movie. This guy is acting his ass off. Mr. Halloween was this guy's big break. Honey, our lives are about to change. I just quit my job at Meyer. When Hollywood sees this one, they'll be knocking our door down. His son is missing and Conrad isn't doing anything about it because it's not protocol. Like half of his town is missing and he truly does not give a shit. Less people, less crime, I guess. Our young buck tries to go check on a break-in, but then Conrad just says no and makes him do a bunch of paperwork so he can go check on it. Conrad is just the whole movie. That's his whole vibe. Kind of a dope name though, Conrad. That's badass. Then we meet the new guy, Mike, who's just waiting for Jason by a train track for some reason. Couldn't just wait at home. Jason tells Mike about how he likes jail but doesn't know how to make a move, and truly none of this is important in the slightest. Jason then takes a whole DVD case out of his pocket, like he's wearing some Jinko jeans. Jason shows Mike the brand new release of Semascary, which is such a dope name for a movie. They should have named Mr. Halloween Semascary. Jason then makes fun of Mike for having a TV set up and then tells him the only way to watch this soon-to-be cult classic, Semascary. Cult classic. You know what? It would be a cult classic. On a shirt with Semascary on it. The only way to watch this soon-to-be cult classic is at his house with his surround sound. Mike tells Jason he can't because of all the things that are going on. And then Jason tells Mike that if he checks something out with him tonight, he can borrow the DVD for a whole week and watch it with his little sister running around and his parents getting a divorce in the other room. Here's what gets me. Mike can't go to Jason's house to watch a movie indoors, safe, but he's gonna sneak out to go check something out with Jason at night. And he can just sit here at the train tracks and wait for his friend. Mike's parents need to get those divorce papers finalized and start paying attention to their damn kids. Jason takes Mike to Mr. Halloween's house, whose real name is Bill Loomis. The guy that made the haunted house. He's Mr. Halloween, the creepy guy. I didn't see that coming. And then Jason tells Mike the legend of Mr. Halloween, the dark rumor from earlier. We had to wait 5 minutes to hear why. So this is the haunted house that Jack had the tape of, and the rumor is that Mr. Halloween or Bill Loomis uses real body parts in there. This rumor is going around the small town, and no one thinks maybe he's behind all the missing kids. Just seems like you kind of put 2 and 2, you just draw the red tape, the red thread. You just kind of go Bill Loomis, people disappearing. Seems like a really open and shut case, if you ask me. Mike doesn't believe the rumors and doesn't think the house can be scary, so the two plan to sneak out after they watch the movie. So now they're gonna go watch the movie together, even though Mike couldn't come over, but now they're gonna go watch the movie together because I guess Mike can come over now. Maybe Mike just hates Jason's house. Maybe it just smells like cat piss there. Jason got that vibe that his house kind of smells like cat piss. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Also, fun fact, Bill Loomis is just a guy that ran a haunted house in Sauquoit, New York. That's his real name. That's just a real guy. He is Mr. Halloween. Maybe making a no-budget film about how you isn't a great marketing strategy, but also maybe it is. Maybe it makes people want to show up. Bill Loomis, me next. Maybe it works. Also, fun fact, the actor that plays Jack is just Bill Loomis's son, Justin. The original actor dropped out last minute, so Justin hopped in to help out. And it explains why some of his acting isn't exactly the best, but I can't fault him for that. He's being a good guy and helping out. That's respectable. Also, fun fact, what do you think Justin does now? Did you guess running a circus? Oh, you did? Oh, weird. Yeah, he does run a circus now. And here comes the best scene in the movie. I'm not even joking. This scene is awesome. Or maybe it's just awesome compared to the rest of the movie. Like when you have explosive diarrhea and a solid turd comes out, you're just excited about that. This is the solid turd of the movie.
By the time I write him a letter, somebody else is going to be dead, okay? So please hold. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Anyway, he gets got by Mr. Halloween. Oops. Later that night, Jason returns to Mr. Halloween's house, but it turns out the haunted house isn't even open yet. So they're creeping through the woods to go see it. Great idea. Mike says, let's just wait till it opens, which is a great call. Good job, Mike. Jason says, why would we do that when we could break in? Come on, Mike, it's not like they got our star track and field team who's won multiple state championships, or Richard Matthew, reality contestant on season 4 of The Bachelorette. Get your ass in the damn haunted house, Mike. They didn't get anyone important. So they go check out the house and see Mr. Halloween cutting up our Oscar-winning actor. God damn, he's Jack. This guy couldn't take Mr. Halloween on? Couldn't take on this old man? Mr. Halloween catches the kids watching him and chases them into the woods. Stupid Mike breaks his ankle running through the graveyard. Idiot. Jason runs to a cop passing for help and he just rolls on by. I have to assume this is Conrad because there's 2 cops in this town and I don't think Dale would do that. Here comes the big reveal. Bill Loomis, aka Mr. Halloween, is actually dead. I'm not actually going to drop the mic. I don't want to break it. So he's like immortal or a zombie or just poorly written. We'll figure it out later. Let's keep going. Mr. Halloween, our mythical creature, shows up and absolutely bodies Jason, just fully gives him the business. And he just stomps on Mike's ankle even more. He takes him back to the house, ties him up, injects Jason with his mystery goo and drags him away. The weirdest song is playing during this too. This is not edited. This is the real soundtrack. Kind of awesome though. They're bumping this at the club. It's Halloween night. Jack and Jill discover that their buddy Jason is missing. They couldn't wait one night to go see the house. It was the night before Halloween, and they couldn't just wait to go see it the next night. The last time Jason was seen was with Mike, or
The New Dark?
Yes.
New Dork City. That's where Mario went. They were downstairs watching the movie. In the morning, they were gone, and Jack is really torn up about this.
Jesus, that's not cool.
Jill thinks about how Jason wanted to see the haunted house, so the two friends decide to go check there. It's a great plan. Jack tells his mom he's headed out, and she is distraught by this information.
Going out, Mom. Bye. Love you.
No, Jack, where are you going?
It's a lot of weird, like, overacting in this movie, but in parts that don't need any acting. But then the parts that do need acting have no act. It's very weird. Cut to the inside of the haunted house, and we see Mr. Loomis giving the performance of a lifetime. He also does this weird accent as like Mr. Halloween, or the guide through the haunted house, whatever you want to call him.
We must execute them!
I don't really get what this is supposed to be. It's not like scary. It's not any voice I think any human has ever made. Here we learn that the props in the house are actually made from real people, and next in line is Jason. And this is real music in the movie. It's actually so sick, I'm not gonna lie. I would put this on a playlist. I also like how you can completely tell Loomis is not dragging Jason at all. You can see his legs doing all the work here, his little feet, he's kicking away. Jack and Jill go up the hill and are first in line for the haunted house. And then Loomis does a different voice than the voice he was doing inside, because this is a new Loomis character.
I may not be able to protect you much longer.
Don't get it twisted. Got a lot of creatures in there, but they're all him in different masks. It's sick. Jack and Jill enter the haunted house, and this is the weirdest haunted house I've ever seen. The whole thing is just Mr. Loomis in a mask protecting people going through. So he just guides them through this house, but it's hilariously quiet and bright, so it's not scary at all. Like, the whole point of a haunted house is you're kind of on edge the whole time, but this is just like, check out this. It's like if someone was waiting outside of a Spirit Halloween to guide you around the store and show you what you could buy. But honestly, it's sick that this was a real haunted house in Sauquoit, New York, and he was just running this. Like, what you're seeing here, people were just going through in the small town, which is cool. For a movie, no, it's not cool. But for a real thing that you could just like go walk through, it's probably free too. He's probably just doing that for the town. Like, that's cool. Bill Loomis, you're a cool guy. I'm actually not going to say that. I don't know you. Your haunted house is cool. Jack and Jill continue through the house and end up at the guillotine room, unknowing that Jason is in there. And then Loomis says, you're not going to have enough people to play griff ball anymore. Jason's strawberry jam gets on Jill and they get kicked out. Jill shows Jack the blood and she is convinced it's not fake blood. To prove it is fake, Jack grabs her arm and licks the blood. You could probably just smell it.
It tastes like shit.
We cut back to Mike still inside the house.
You're next!
I'm thinking he might be next. But the guillotine stops working in front of a new group of mid-20s teens, some high schoolers with 401ks, and he gets so mad that he kicks them out and then snaps another guy's neck. Not even Mike in the guillotine. He just picked a random guy who was like a worker. This guy popped out and scared Jill earlier. Why did he do that to his one employee? Terrible boss. He drags Mike back to the basement and tells him he'll use him next year. Fast forward 1 year later and we have even more missing persons posters up. Are there even people left in this damn town? How has no one figured out it's this guy yet? Like, it's gonna be Conrad and Loomis in this town. He'll go, damn it, Loomis. I never thought it was you. Jack and Jill look at even more missing posters. And wait a minute, is that my cat? Jason's missing poster is hanging up, and apparently he was 17 when he went missing. This guy is 17. Jack says he saw a piece on the news that said their town has the most missing children in the entire nation. You have 5,600 people in this town and you have the most missing children in the nation. I think they're sending someone bigger than Conrad to check this out. You gotta get NCIS on this. You gotta get Psych on this. You gotta get Monk down there. Monk would take care of this. It's a jungle out there. Jack and Jill then walk away from the gas station for a hilariously long time. And then they walk some more and some more and some more and some more. Deputy Dale and Conrad pull up on them while they're doing all this walking because someone broke the street light yet again, and Conrad delivers the most compelling line of the movie.
Because I'm the sheriff, and I've been working this town for 20 years. And I fucking say so.
Also, Dale is Jill's cousin that they just reveal now. This is unimportant. Cut to Loomis doing whatever the hell this is, injecting himself with more life essence while staring directly at the camera. Jack and Jill continue on their never-ending walk and end up in front of Mr. Loomis's house, decide to stop in front of it, and then...
Shit.
Loomis makes a very angry fist, and then Jill runs off. And then they walk some more. They decide to go back tomorrow on Halloween night to investigate Loomis's house yet again, because he really scared him right now. For some reason, all of the shots in this like sequence are very, very long and drawn out. It feels like this was just to make the runtime a little bit longer, like they wanted to hit like a 90-minute. It really feels like they just forgot to cut these down in the edit. It's very bizarre. Jill goes inside and hears a noise, and then we get probably the second highest budget shot in the movie. Jill ends up in the basement with Mike, who is still there a year later. This dude has been here for a whole year and not a single person thought to check the creepy old man's basement. Incredible. Dale informs Jack that Jill is missing and he's rightfully distraught.
What? What?
Jack tells Dale about Loomis looking at them menacingly. Dale tells Conrad about this, but Jack is just a punk ass kid in Dale's eyes, so what does he know? So at this point, we have to rightfully assume that Conrad is a part of this, right? He has to be in on this whole thing, right? Or is he just like a really bad cop and hates kids? But the real question is, why is he covering up for Loomis? Well, I guess I just answered that he hates kids. And Loomis only takes teenagers. Conrad wants an adult-only town, like the good old days before kids happened. Sauquoit, New York is going to be a kid-free town yet again. Like the new monk here, it seems. I solved the crime. Like the new house. He's not a doctor. No, he is a doctor. He's not a cop. And then he goes on a rant about Dale not wearing his hat.
You put it on every time you go out. Every time you're out, you wear that hat. You get no goddamn respect. No goddamn respect for the uniform. You got to get some respect for the uniform.
How it's unprofessional and Dale's one of the stupid kids. Mr. Halloween's gonna get Dale. Single horse town, it seems. Just Conrad running the show. King Conrad, they're gonna call him. Cut back to the basement. Mike tells Jill that all the rumors about the house are true and that Loomis is actually dead since 1951. Let's see, remember this? Remember that? Someone got his reboot card. Also, Mike's leg is still messed up. That ankle's been busted for a year. That's got to be growing so weird now. It's a little detail though that I like. Like, it's cool that it didn't just heal itself. They kept the continuity that he did destroy his ankle and then Loomis just stomped on the thing like the bug game at Chuck E. Cheese. Dale decides to investigate Loomis's house and then he gets spotted instantly when he pulls up. Dale looks into the basement window and somehow does not see two people just sitting there and Loomis in the doorway. Maybe New Yorkers just can't see through glass. Jack shows up and tells Dale he needs to check out the house. Jack, he just did. Jill starts freaking out after seeing Loomis take a body out of the basement, and Mike is very comforting.
That was a freaking body, wasn't it?
Just don't think about it.
Mike then tells Jill his plans to get out, and I'll let you figure out what he says here.
It's almost Halloween. When the time comes, we both get out.
Did you catch that? Jack comes back to the house with a giant flashlight, loudly whisper calling for Jill.
Jill.
Survival instincts of a goddamn box combo, no slaw, extra toast while I'm around. Jack finds a bucket of blood that he decides to put his hand in and then loudly announce that it's gotta be fake. Surprised he didn't put a little silly straw in there and just drink the whole thing. He loves doing that. He then finds a decaying human head and goes, Jason? I don't think I'd recognize my friend's bone structure. Maybe I'm a bad friend for that. Loomis knows Jack is in the haunted house, but can't find him in the most obvious hiding spot, even after dropping his flashlight that has the power of the sun right next to where he's hiding. So he just barricades every entrance and takes the flashlight. And Jack is mildly annoyed by this, as anyone would be. Jack is then reported missing, and Dale says, hey man, I really think it's about time we check out Loomis, to which he responds, okay. Dale decides to go check in on Loomis again, and Loomis is injecting himself with more Ball's energy. Loomis catches Dale looking in the same exact window in the same exact way he did last time. Loomis just stares at Dale and then starts drooling and sprints to the basement. I didn't really understand why he did that. The balls is getting to him. Dale follows Loomis into the basement and finds Jill, who warns Dale that Loomis is still down there. Dale then leaves them just chained up to go find Loomis, which is very funny. Hey, good luck guys, I'll be right back. While investigating, Dale finds a literal mountain of bodies. Also, just like no smell to this. I feel like the scent of this would ruin the entire town of Sauquoit. I feel like you would smell this in the city. I feel like Monk would smell this. Maybe the mystery goo that he was injecting him with like stops that. It's like it embalms them. I don't know. I think I'm thinking harder than they were on this. Maybe Loomis just puts a little Yankee candle down there and it just fixes everything. Loomis finds Dale as he comes back to save the kids and absolutely gives him the business right in front of Jill. And he just does this for some reason. Cut back to Conrad at the station, and he's looking over his wall of missing posters like a proud dad admiring his lawn after he just mowed it. I think this scene kind of proves my theory that Conrad's working with Loomis because he looks like not worried that half of his town is missing, but kind of proud of it, I think is what this face is. I think this is pride. Jill and Mike use Dale's radio to call for help. Also, Jack is still here, don't forget that.
All right, time to get out of here.
Conrad finally shows up and then gets mad at Dale for not wearing his hat. Dale is dead. Dale is just on the floor, but he puts the hat on him, which is very funny. And then we learn that Conrad is working with Loomis, and I figured it out. I'm really smart, and I could be the new monk if they want to make a new monk.
It's Loomis, he killed him!
Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you. God damn it, Bill. You crazy son of a bitch. It's just too many. There's just too many of them.
And then Conrad goes on a crazy rant about how kids have no respect these days, and it's all because of cell phones and tight jeans. So that's why he brought Bill back to life, to deal with the disrespectful teen population. How did he manage to do this, you might be wondering? Keep wondering. They don't tell us how he did this. It's balls. Conrad leaves Jill and Mike in the basement to go set Bill on fire while he's getting his daily filling of balls. But of course, Mr. Halloween ain't going down that easy. And at long last, Conrad is given the business. Real Dr. Frankenstein and his monster situation, huh? Except in this one, the monster is just an old man, and Frankenstein is an old man. Mike breaks free and then frees Jill just as Mr. Halloween makes his way to the basement. He catches Jill, but she kicks him down the stairs and he gets impaled. I do like that Mike still isn't able to run, like he actually does play into his leg is broken thing. I think that's a nice little detail to keep. The two make their way through the house and kick the shit out of Conrad's body before leaving. Good call, I do the same thing. And just as they see some people passing the house who can help, Loomis emerges from the basement yet again. The two start running, or I guess hopping, and Loomis strolls leisurely toward them. For some reason, they go back into the house instead of going toward the people, and I feel like a 5-on-1, they could probably kick the shit out of Loomis, but what do I know? He's been dead for like 50 years. You could probably do it. Loomis finds them yet again inside the house and gives Mike the business. Jill stabs Loomis with a hook she found and frees Mike, but then Loomis gets a hold of Jill. After going back and forth in a very anticlimactic and extremely dark and close-up shot, Jill and Mr. Halloween end up going back and forth on the guillotine, which I'll be honest, is actually kind of a cool idea. I like this scene. Kind of the struggle in between the guillotine where you saw Jason before and where it's been like his main weapon, I guess. It's cool. It's a cool little scene. It's like a Mario Party game. Mr. Halloween loses the game and Jill gets all of his coins. She then jumps over Mike's loot without getting his reboot card and dips. Fast forward to undisclosed time later and someone is finally investigating the Loomis house. Jill goes to visit the memorial that has been set up outside and leaves a picture of her, Jack, and Jason. Sorry, Mike, you didn't make the cut. Literally saved Jill's life. Don't get a picture of the memorial. Sorry, it's just how it goes. The trio was tight. As Jill leaves, we see a jumpsuit following her from the house and then a hard cut to someone putting up Jill's missing poster. That is 100% Jason. And that's it. That's Mr. Halloween. Is it a good movie? No, not at all. But there is something I really enjoy about it. It's very easy to say, this movie sucks, give it a 0, call it a day. But I feel like there's more to this movie than just that. It's got like a magical charm to it and does not feel like I was supposed to see this movie in Southern California in 2025. This wasn't supposed to be anyone's big break. This wasn't supposed to be the next Halloween. This is a bunch of people getting together in a small town and making a movie about something they think is cool. Someone in their neighborhood who puts on a haunted house. There's a charm to someone in a small town community's creativity inspiring someone else to be creative that I really like. And it just felt like everyone in the town got together and it was like a big deal to them. They all wanted to be a part of it. You have a news anchor at the beginning that looks like a real news anchor. You have news articles being written about this movie in the newspaper when it came out. So to them, this was a huge deal. And I think that's cool. It wasn't supposed to be a Hollywood movie. It was just something that was important to this community. You know, it's not as easy as today. You pull out your phone, you can record a YouTube video with your friends. This was time went into this. A script was written. You know, people got together to make this. I think that's kind of the true spirit of filmmaking. It's not so much that it's a good movie, but it was, they all came together. Also, at the time this movie was filmed, I was 7 living in Ohio. So in my memory, this is what Halloween looks like. The leaves changing color, the crisp autumn air, the little Halloween events that you know go on in your community. The general boredom of a small town like this that leads to creativity is like very nostalgic to me. Because of that, I'm gonna give it 5 out of 10 ducks. As far as movies go, it's probably like a 2. But I feel like there's more to the story with this.
I saw them with some birds.